Before I start my argument, I would like to take this opportunity to thank a journalist from Germany who did not stop, who did not cave, and who was not afraid to seek the truth. When this journalist, whose name I don't know, saw the news out there in the month of April of 2021 that Ursula von der Leyen signed a contract with Pfizer for 1.8 billion, not million, billion with B, new doses of Pfizer vaccines. The guy requested from the European Commission, based on the regulation, the EU law, that gives you guys access as journalists to documents held by the Commission. So this journalist requested all the communications between the European Commission and between Ursula von der Leyen and the head, the CEO of Pfizer company. The answer that this journalist received from the European Commission was that they cannot give him the personal messages or the direct messages between Ursula von der Leyen and the head, the CEO of Pfizer. The journalist did not stop there. He filed a complaint with the Ombudsman Office. In the month of September of last year, it was publicly announced by the Ombudsman Office that they are starting an investigation. I'm not here to criticize the media, but I have to tell you guys, the Brussels media was only one outlet who reported the story. We as MEPs, we found out 2 weeks afterwards about this investigation. And we start promoting that, and that's how the mainstream media started talking about that investigation. A few weeks ago, the Ombudsman released the conclusions of that investigation. And the Ombudsman Office said, and I quote, there was maladministration when the European Commission, and implicitly the head of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, refused to release, to disclose these personal communications between her and the Pfizer CEOs. So my question to all of you, not only of you as journalists, but people who are watching us and who will be watching us, is this the kind of Europe that we want? Where the president, an unelected by the people president of the European Commission, is negotiating personally with the head of a private company that will affect our basic fundamental rights, as all of my colleagues already said. We should, not only that we are entitled by law and by the Treaty of the European Union to have access to these documents, but it should have been her, the first one disclosing this information to us as MEPs, to you as journalists, and to everybody living in the European Union, because we are all affected by these decisions, and that did not happen. So I have to take this opportunity to thank Emily O'Reilly, the European Ombudsman, for not caving, for not stopping, and for actually doing her job. She was pressured. She was threatened. I know the kind of backdoor deals were here in the Parliament. To stop mentioning in all these reports about her activity, do not say anything about the contracts. Backdoor deals. But she did not stop. She did what was supposed to be doing. And that's how we found out that there was maladministration. But this is not enough. You remember a few months ago, in a similar press conference, I showed you the contracts, the way they were released to the public and to US media. After the pharma companies accepted to be released this way. And I will show you some of the pages. This is the contract with Moderna. Pfizer is even worse. At least here you can see the page number. In the contract with Pfizer that was released to the public, you can't even see the page number. So I'm asking all of you, is this transparency? Do you as journalists or you as people feel safe when the head of the European Commission is negotiating personally with the CEO of a private company